Good evening and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Deal, the show where we talk real estate rough and unfiltered, just like this profession really is. My name is Leonel, Triple Leo, your expert real estate agent here in South Florida. And today we're diving into something that's affecting everyone at home: interest rates. What did the Federal Reserve decide this week? What does that decision mean for the market? And most importantly, how could it impact you if you're thinking about buying or selling? We're going to break all of that down tonight. Plus, we'll take a look at the overall real estate conditions here in Miami-Dade County, all right here on your favorite Sunday show, Beyond the Deal. Let's get started. On May 7th, the Federal Reserve, Fed, as we all know it, announced that it's keeping interest rates exactly the same, in the range of 4.25 to 4.5%. So why does this matter? Well, because when the Fed speaks, everyone in the market stops and listens. Even though a lot of people were hoping for a rate cut, the Fed basically said not yet, because they are still seeing signs of high inflation. In fact, inflation in March was at 2.4%. That's 0.4% above the Fed's long-term goal. They even revised their inflation forecast upward, which tells us just one thing: they're not really convinced that everything is under control. And they were clear about something else too. There is more economic uncertainty, both in terms of jobs and prices. So what was their move? Play it safe. No rate cuts just for now. They would rather avoid a scenario where the economy overheats and inflation goes out of control again. How did the market react? Well, pretty chill. Just normal, actually. Treasury yields dipped a bit, just a bit, but overall, the market took it in stride, I would say. All right, now pay close attention to this part. The Federal Reserve rate, also called the federal funds rate, it's not the same as your mortgage rate. A lot of people get those two mixed up. So let's clear it up. The Fed rate is the interest rate banks charge each other to borrow reserves for the short term. It's one of the main tools the United States uses for monetary policy. Your mortgage rate, on the other hand, is more tied to the 10-year treasury yields, investor demand, and how much risk the market thinks it's taking on. So in simple terms, yes, the Fed influences the financial environment, but it does not directly control the rate you get when you're applying for a mortgage. Just to give you a clear picture and just put the things into numbers, at the time of recording this video, the Fed rate was in between 4.25 and 4.5%, but the average 30-year mortgage rate, that was sitting at a 6.76%. That gap should give you a good idea of how different those two really are. All right, so we have already gone deep into some macroeconomic stuff and covered key points that might shape your buying, selling, or even business decisions. Now, let's bring it closer to home and break down what's happening right here in the local real estate market. According to the latest report from March 2025 by the Association of Realtors, the number of closed transactions was down 7.7% in single-family homes. Now, when it comes to condo transactions, it went down 5.4%. But wait, here's a twist. Let's look at the price behavior year over year, comparing March 2024 to March 2025. For houses, the median price hit $670,000, which is a 3.1% increase. For condos and townhomes, the median was $437,000, up 5.1%. Fewer transactions, but prices are holding strong. Why? We talked about this in the last episode. Because international demand, cash buyers, and low inventory are still keeping the market tight. Now, let's be real. The highest interest rates, they are knocking a lot of people out of the game, and we all know it. Affordability is a real challenge right now. So what do we do with all this? If you're buying, stay informed. Work with a solid lender. Call us 786-905-2481. We'll gladly recommend at least 3, and I'm sure one of them will give you the perfect program for you. If you're pre-approved, be ready to move fast when the right opportunity shows up. If you're selling, price is everything. Buyers are cautious and they want value. And if you're just watching from the sidelines, stick around because this changes every week. And my job is to help you understand it clearly. Remember, it's not about guessing the perfect timing. It's about knowing the market and making smart moves. That's all for today. This is your go-to show Beyond the Deal, where we lay out the real-world facts so you can learn to make the best decisions possible. If today's episode brought you value, don't forget to subscribe, share it to help someone else, drop us a comment, and of course, hit that like button. I look forward to seeing you again next Sunday at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope that whatever happens with you between now and the next time we have the opportunity to meet is absolutely amazing. Be happy out there.